Hi, I'm Link, and welcome to Link Life Money. I would rather be $1 million in debt than to have a health problem. Health and money are connected, which is why I'm very excited to tell you that the new Fitbit Versa 4 is finally here. My 3-year-old son was very excited as well. As you can see, he ripped open the box right away. I've been a fan of Fitbit since 2016. It started with the Fitbit Flex. This was a really cool device. It was lightweight, it didn't have much information, but it was neat to use the app. I got my wife the Tory Burch band, and you can see that it held up pretty well. The Charge 2 was next, and the black one is pretty much in perfect condition. The one that has a pink band or a coral band, that one shows a little bit more wear. So the older bands seem to show more wear than the newer ones do. We then upgraded to the Fitbit Versa, and I started off with the special edition. I got this one in April 2018. It's the special edition one, and it came with the fabric band. I've quite enjoyed it. My only concern was that the screen popped off, and when it did pop off, I contacted Fitbit for help, but Fitbit said they couldn't help me. They could just give me a 25% off discount to purchase another one. But why would I want to purchase another one when it still worked? So I just ended up putting a little bit of glue on the screen and glued it back on. My wife had the first Versa edition as well. It was supposed to be waterproof. A little bit of water got on the screen and then kaput. It just stopped working. Same thing, Fitbit offered a discount, but that was it. And it was just a little over a year that this happened. We got another one, so she upgraded to the Fitbit Versa 2. And then again, like mine, the screen came off. But once the screen came off, the screen started to crack a bit too. And you could not, even though we tried gluing this on, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't come back on again. That was it. She went back to wearing her old Charge 2 until the new Fitbit Versa 4 got released. And that's currently what we're going to take a look at now. Here we have the brand new Versa 4 powered by Google. Google bought Fitbit, so hopefully the quality is a lot better than it was before. When we open this up, it comes in a nice box. Ta-da! Fitbit Versa 4. You can see that the screen is covered so that the glass doesn't scratch. You can definitely tell that the build quality is a lot more solid than it's been in the past. So it feels great. It's thinner than the previous Fitbit. It's more lightweight than the previous Fitbit. It also comes with another band. So the band currently on here is for a small wrist. The extra band right here is for a bigger size. The bands are really easy to change. So on the old Fitbit, I'll just show you quick. On the old Fitbit, this could hurt your finger when you pushed in. So sometimes I would accidentally hurt underneath my fingernail. It was a little bit trickier to get on and off. But this one is very simple. The infinity band is really cool as well. So you can see that there's a tab right here. So all you have to do is push in and then it pulls out. It's very simple. It doesn't hurt my fingernail. This is the longer band and it just clicks in. Very simple. You can see with the strap, so the infinity band strap, it goes in through here and then you just choose where you want it on your wrist, snap in, and then it tucks underneath. So it's very sleek, very stylish. Then we have a charger right here. The charger is great because it's magnetic. So on the back, you just snap it into place. It's very easy to use. It does not come with a charging brick. It should be fully charged within 2 hours. If you charge it within 10 minutes, it'll have a full day's charge. You can see the back sensors. So this is where the heart rate sensor is, as well as the blood oxygen level sensor. You can see that it has a matte finish. And on the side, for the side button, it has more of a metal type finish for the button. In my opinion, it's very stylish. And you can compare the pink bands for the previous years. The Tory Birch is completely different tone color. The other ones are more of like a cream coral type color. This one is called Copper Rose Aluminum Case and Pink Solid Infinity Band. You can see that the packaging compared to the Charge 2 and the Versa 2 is a lot smaller. It seems like Fitbit's gone with more eco-friendly packaging. By pre-ordering the Versa 4, we got 2 free bands. I got the black sport band and my wife got the blue mist infinity band. Since the pre-order sale has already passed, I'd recommend to wait until Black Friday, for you're likely to get a great deal then. So let's talk review. As I said before, the build quality to this Fitbit seems to be exceptional. Since Google took over, it now seems like they have the quality under control. The screen is crisp and easy to read. There's just a minimal amount of bezel that goes around, but it definitely looks very stylish and great. I also like the vibration of it. So compared to past Fitbits, yeah, the vibration was fine, but this vibration, it really gives a good indication without being annoying to give you notifications such as text messages or emails. Let's take a look at some additional health features. It has a blood oxygen level sensor. One of the reasons why an oxygen blood level sensor is so important, according to the Minnesota Department of Health, is that many people with COVID-19 have low levels of oxygen in their blood, even when they feel well. Low level oxygen can be an early warning sign that medical care is needed. It also has a heart rate monitor, which monitors if your heart rate is too high or too low and will give you a notification. I use this while I'm working out, for if my heart rate is too high, I know to slow down. The more expensive Fitbit Sense can even check for signs of atrial fibrillation. I also wanted to give Apple a shout out, for the Apple Watch has SOS emergency calling. It also has crash detection and fall detection. There have been many occasions in which a Fitbit or an Apple Watch has actually saved people's lives. If you notice a variation in your heart rate and that it's a concern, you should definitely seek medical attention right away. Like I said, I'd rather be $1 million in debt than to have a health problem. There are many people that live the same kind of life for decades. They have a car, they have a home, they have the latest cell phone, they eat out a lot. They can generally maintain this lifestyle for a long period of time by being in debt. This lifestyle can usually continue until a person has a health problem or they want to retire but are unable to. Your goal of becoming wealthy should not be about having a luxury car or having a huge mansion. It should be about having safe options for healthcare. There are many people that have a health problem and then they're no longer able to work. They don't have enough savings to support their current lifestyle and they end up having to live in a group home for they can't afford private care or their own space. The fear of this potentially happening should be motivation for you to become wealthy. Being able to focus on your health and not having to worry about financial matters is priceless. We are very blessed to live in Canada and to have our healthcare covered. But this lady is 79 years old and she didn't want to wait in pain for years until her hip replacement surgery. So she paid out of pocket $27,000 to have the surgery done. We hear about so many heartbreaking stories in which people end up having to wait hours or days for medical care. It's just so important that you try to become wealthy so that you have the money to give you more choices with healthcare. You want to have a choice of where you can go and get the healthcare, and you don't want to have to wait for hours or years. I remember when my dad had a stroke, and we live in Canada, and overall we've had great healthcare. After he was in the ICU for 10 days, he was relocated to the stroke department. While he was there, he had to share a room with 3 other people. That's right, 4 people in one room. I would have paid anything to get him out of there. It was heartbreaking to see. I don't know how he did it. I remember that my mom, she slept beside him in a chair. It would have been great to have the ability to have him go to a private hospital where it would have been a lot more comfortable. There are so many people waiting years and years for surgery while dealing with chronic pain. I can't imagine how tough and difficult that would be. It would be great if they could afford to go to a private healthcare facility so that they were able to get the treatment a lot sooner. With that being said, I still support public healthcare, but public healthcare needs way more funding than it currently has. Living in Canada, I truly appreciate that our healthcare is free. It's something that everybody uses, whether directly for themselves or for someone they know. Healthcare is so important, and I wish that everybody had access to great healthcare. This woman has been waiting over 7 years for spinal fusion surgery. If you or someone that you know was waiting years and years for the surgery that they needed, it would be great if you had the ability to pay for it and to get the surgery needed right away so that person could feel better. Health is priceless, and it can be a main motivation for you to become wealthy. It's important to stay healthy. It's great to have things like a Fitbit for motivation, but the real motivation is that if a health concern occurs, that you're financially able to handle it. Unexpected things can happen, even if you get 10,000 steps a day. Becoming wealthy can give a person more options when it comes to health concerns. A health concern could happen when a person's in their 20s, 30s. It could happen when somebody's in their 50s or their 80s. It can happen anytime. It hopefully never happens at all. But you want to become wealthy as soon as you can so that if an unexpected event occurs, then you're prepared. This is Flopsy Bunny and London. They also have Fitbits. It's really important for me to say that I've seen many people on TV and YouTube that say work, work, work. Don't sleep so much, wake up early, and work. I completely disagree with this. I think it's really important for a person's health to have a work-life balance. It's important for their physical health. It's important for their mental health. And I think that if a person has a balance, they'll be more productive during the time that they work. Your health is priceless. I monitor my health and my heart rate with my Fitbit. I try to make it so that my resting heart rate is lower, and that seems to coincide with my blood pressure. And it's really important to have a good, healthy blood pressure rate. Heart health is so important. There are many people that have heart attacks and strokes, and you never want for that to happen. Yes, it can happen to anybody, but there's less of a chance that it'll happen if you maintain a healthy lifestyle. So have a balance, get a good night's sleep, spend time with your family, and have a work-life balance. The link to my video about the importance of having a will and a power of attorney is up on the screen right now. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed and liked my videos. I truly appreciate your support. Plus, thank you to everyone that has shared my videos. Save money, make good choices, and please be kind.